Over what has been a growing number of weeks now, I have been adapting my minimalist wardrobe. Some people may even call it an extreme minimalist wardrobe. Now, what I have discovered through quite a number of years of exploring what works for me is what I'm about to present in this video. There have been times in the past where I have tried to do a very minute capsule wardrobe of 10 items. And in the past, it's kind of not really mattered. And I don't suppose it really does now. But doing a very minute capsule wardrobe really teaches you about what you wear. Now, the reason I sort of say this is that in the great scheme of things, my wardrobe is only about 30 to 35 items or clothing pieces anyway. That doesn't include my coats, my shoes and my underwear. But because it's been so small anyway, I've never really felt the need to do a capsule wardrobe. However, now that I have this lovely, what I was calling in another video, my invisible black wardrobe, for two reasons. It looks invisible against my black background, but also I honestly think that when you wear black, or even if you just wear one colour, people don't really notice that you've not got a large wardrobe. You just kind of blend in. No one cares, like that video that I did where I wore the same outfit every day for 30 days. Nobody really cares, and they notice even less when you stick to one colour. Now, obviously I've also said in the past that I am having a black wardrobe for really practical reasons. I couldn't care less whether it suits me or not. It's entirely for practical reasons that I have a black dog, she sheds, it hides that if I haven't always been perfect with the roller getting it off. And it also now, I believe for me, is the most perfect colour for travel, because it just doesn't show up dirt as easy if you're in a situation where you can't wash the stuff every day. You don't have to think about what pairs well with each other. I personally am loving it. And I'm also going to discuss how in recent years, fabrics that I use have taken a bit of a change. Because when I was only sort of travelling a little bit, I had to think about what I wore when I was at home, what I wore while I was travelling, and a large portion of my wardrobe was 100% cotton, 100% linen, but recently, because I'm thinking about what I'm going to pack and how creased it is going to be, I'm kind of sometimes also swapping for viscose, which is also quite a natural fibre. It's made from plant fibres, even if it's more processed, it's still plant fibres. So I'm going to show you how my wardrobe has changed a bit. You may even see a few new pieces to my last wardrobe tour, because as other stuff has worn out, I have swapped it. Some of the stuff is thrifted, some of the stuff is occasionally new. We are quite lucky where I live because we have sort of a few boutique stores or vintage stores as well in our town, where you can get sort of high street seconds. So when I say seconds, usually it means seconds with minimal wear, and that is where I get all my clothes from just about. So I'm going to give you a tour of my 10 item capsule wardrobe, and this is the stuff that I really wear every day while I'm at home. But in the recent changing and adapting my wardrobe to travel 50% of the time, as that's what we're doing now, I obviously wanted a wardrobe that would work while we're also traveling. And it does. I've really got rid of things that I barely ever wore before. But this is just the stuff that I always wear at home, that I reach for every day, because obviously it's slightly colder where I live. But we do wear the other stuff, and that's the whole point, that it's not just away in storage, never being worn. It's just that this is worn most often, i.e. when I'm at home. The other stuff is for sunny days here or travelling. So let's begin. I have a viscose shirt that is monochrome. I thought it was nice to just sort of bring in a tiny little bit of colour that's not black. I love it. It barely creases, and it is very, very lightweight fabric. that rolls easily to pack. I then have this little Aztec print shirt that again is viscose. It goes entirely tiny into a tight roll when I'm packing it, and I kind of think it looks a bit jazzy, a little bit interesting if you were wearing it obviously with plain black trousers, and it adds a bit of interest without being too much and still being monochrome. And the great thing is if the rest of your wardrobe is entirely black, you don't have to worry about the odd print. Whereas normally minimalists might stay away from prints, you don't have to worry about that if the rest of your wardrobe is black. So obviously that is dogtooth. This is like a little bit of an Aztec tribal print. Then we have this sort of little cropped high-waisted top, which my jeans are high-waisted, so it goes really well with that. I obviously have these jeans on, so please include that as well. Then we have this muslin cotton top. Now, if I do actually include cotton at all in my wardrobe anymore, it's always this really thin muslin crinkle material. That's actually the back, and I kind of like that little bit of detail of these wooden buttons. Zala likes it too. But this is the type of material that, because it's made to look crinkled, it kind of doesn't matter if it's creased, and creases don't really show up. So nowadays, when I have cotton, that is the type of cotton that I'm opting for, this crinkle type fabric. A lot of you may remember that I said I decluttered a lot of my dresses, and I have. And this is what's left in my... Zala, do you mind? People don't want to listen to you licking your bottom on camera. So, sorry guys. Dog life. Dog mum life. Anyway, I have decluttered a lot of my dresses. In my wider wardrobe, which I will show you in the upcoming weeks, which is only 20 more items, say, I decided to keep one long length pink dress that is again a type of crinkle fabric, and then one green and white dress. For cruises, we have 2 black ball gowns. That's all we've got for other dresses. But these are the dresses that I decided to sort of keep for everyday wear and even whilst travelling. So we have got a linen multifunctional dress, and yes guys, it has the tag on it, because this is what happened. Oh, you're inspecting that as well? Okay. I bought it, hello, I know. I bought it thinking it would be great because there's 3 ways you can wear it. You can wear it as a halter neck, a symmetric dress, or a skirt. But because I had my other dresses, I always thought I was reaching for them first, and never that. But now we've got rid of them, we have no choice than to actually wear that. And it makes total sense, because when you're trying to pack very minimally, as we are doing for our next trip, which is quite soon, I've got 3 outfits in one. You know, I can wear it as a dress, I can wear it as a halter neck dress. So it makes sense. We are finally going to start wearing it. Then I have this kind of gypsy style long dress, or like a bohemian dress you might call it, and it's long length, full length, and it's a kind of lightweight cotton, so that hopefully I don't get bitten by mosquitoes. I kept one Under Armour for the very, very cold weather here, and because it's so lightweight and tiny, it's even good to pack, because you never know, you might even get a freak cold day while you're travelling. So I think that's a good idea, and it saves packing a huge jumper or anything larger that's going to take up a lot of space. Then I have my absolute favourite shirt, because it's so versatile. I know it looks grey on camera, but it is advertised as a washed black or faded black, but nevertheless it still goes with everything. It's still a neutral colour, and I absolutely love it, because obviously I can wear it down and long as a cover up, I can tie it up. It's just so versatile, and because it is that crinkle type of cotton, it just doesn't matter if it looks creased. Now, my one jumper that I currently have, because I basically decluttered all my others, is I treated myself, because it was, you know, I think it was time to declutter a lot of the other loungewear that I had. And I loved my Japan t-shirt, I loved my other hoodies, but they were looking very old, so I have decluttered most of them. And because I got rid of so many, I thought, I think after about 5 years I'm allowed one new hoodie. So I got this Japanese hoodie. It's got a Japanese vending machine on the back of it. So yeah, that is what I wear if I just need to be a little bit warmer or there's a little bit of a chill. And obviously I do have a couple of jackets that I'm not included in this. I have a black fleece, I have a long black coat now. I have a few jackets that isn't sort of included in this everyday wear. In the winter, I may very well have to thrift another couple of jumpers, but we're luckily in the summer right now. So this is my 10 item thereabouts capsule wardrobe. I obviously share a few larger t-shirts with my partner, these oversized t-shirts. So we get to share that, but this is my everyday capsule wardrobe. And I have to say, I love that it is just so carefree and stress-free, and I don't have to worry about pairing it with anything else. And it's also great for travel. I know a lot of people said that they would be warm in a hot climate in black. And I know the whole theory and, well, scientific fact that, you know, black does attract heat. I have just been saying in the past that in my experience, even when I wear black in a hot country, some of these fabrics are so fine that you can barely tell the difference. I mean, if you were going to actually analyse it, I think the difference is something like 0.2 degrees warmer you might feel. I personally cannot tell the difference whether I'm wearing a black top or a white top. I don't feel any cooler wearing a white top, specifically if the fabric is as fine as this, like a very lightweight muslin. So it's what I love, and it's also what stays cleaner when you are traveling, because wearing white or cream or very, very light colours, although in theory that might be nice because it might keep you fractionally cooler, that's going to be hard to keep clean when you're travelling in some places or dusty places, and just travelling in general, you know, you get up to a lot. So the black is the easiest option. Anyway, in upcoming weeks, I am going to show you my entire wardrobe, including my bags and my shoes, etc., and my jackets. We'll do a full wardrobe tour. I'm also going to show you what I have done with the living room, as I know some of you are probably wanting to know by now. And we're going to do a few new topic areas that I hope you will all enjoy. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!